Hello there, I've just thought I'd do a bit of painting, little demo for anyone interested to have a watch. There's a few figures in this picture, but I won't show the picture, I'll let you see it as it progresses. Hopefully it will progress. I'm a bit cramped in at the moment because I've been doing some decorating, and so the room's a bit chocker. I just managed to squeeze in here. Anyway, hopefully I can paint this picture. Get myself a bit more organised. Right, that's better. Here we go. Here's a picture of, there's a few people actually in it. I'm not sure how many I'm going to put in. Let you have a better look. I'm not going to put them all in, but have a go anyway. Just work out where I want the lady to be, the main, her little kids. Just gets you in with a bit of paint at the moment. I ain't got a clue what this is going to come out like, but hopefully it'll be alright. Another day I'll have to try and do one of these rainy scenes that I've been doing. A lot of people seem to like them, so I'll try and show how I get that sort of effect. Changing her trousers to a pair of jeans, I think they look better. What's good about these acrylics, you can correct things when you make mistakes quite easily, like, you know. See if you see the mistakes. Just drawing in with that blue paint, just showing where the leg is. Oh, that's turned out nice. Got her in the picture. Sometimes you don't work it out right, you go right out the board, like, you know. Oh no. I'm definitely going to put that little girl in, holding her mum's hand. Got my mic working a bit better on my computer. Well, it was the other day. Hopefully it's working better today. Just using a curly bristled brush at the moment just to block it in. I think the more you can do with a bigger brush on a painting, work as much as you can do without having to rely on a little dinky one, the better, like, you know. I think this is quite a nice picture to do, actually. Right, our hand comes down here, holding the other little girl's hand. I'll have to paint a picture of my two granddaughters together because I've never painted them both together up to now. Just got that idea looking at this. So you just block it in with the reasonable size brush. One of my mates at Bexley Art Group, he uses a square brush for near enough everything, like, but you get some lovely paintings doing it, you know. Oh, I'm quite happy with that bit of print. Keep the water handy to give it a bit of a wipe, wash every now and then, a bit of a wipe on the tissue. Just make this more pinky, this dress down the bottom. Sometimes you've got a few different colours on your brush and they all mixing together can give some lovely effects, like, you know. Different ways of judging, like some people just look at it and look at it and compare on the board, or the other ways you can look at it and quickly with your brush, like while you're looking at it, and measure it out like that way. That's the way I've mainly done it over the years, I mean, and it's normally worked, not always. She's got Wellingtons on this over. Both the girls have got the Wellingtons on. missing going to Bexley Art Group, our classes, and also missing the What If Gallery, which closed down, but it's going to open up again soon, hopefully. Let's go down there every Thursday and do a bit of demo work and chat with all the people down there. Really nice company. So far so good. I found this brush somewhere. Don't even know where it's come from, but it's good for getting weird effects. I'm going to try and block in these trees with this. Trouble is, it's a bit messy. Right, take all the water off. Let's have a look. Right, coming out there. Oh blimey. Let's say I'll take the water out, it's still running down. Good job it's not my best carpet I'm working on. Sometimes you can use a tissue to give a nice effect on trees and things, you know. Just doing it quickly at the moment and getting a slight effect. Can't control this brush at all, but it does give nice effects. Oop. Spoke too soon. Oh well. I'll give it a white might help. I'll do away with that. I'll get another weird shape brush to a bit of blue this time, light blue and green, because the trees, as they go into a distance, they normally get a bit lighter. They call that aerial perspective, where things greyed out like in the distance. Sometimes people exaggerate it to get good effects, you know. Well, most of the time I think when they're painting, but it's a natural thing anyway. Whoops. Let's put a bit more colour on, like lemon on here. That's all running down. When I was a kid I had a nice illustrated book of animals, and the way the artist had painted the backgrounds and all that, I loved. They was done in a simple way. Like, I wished I still had that book so I could get a few more ideas from it. Don't know what happened to it. It fell apart, I suppose. Didn't look after it well enough. Not a lot of things you don't realise how good they were till they're gone. Oh, that's quite interesting. I picked up a bit of brown. I quite like that. Happy mistakes. Get a smaller brush because I'm going to have to work detail now. Not worrying about too much at the moment about the sky. It's just very pale blue. Actually, I think I better do it before the water gets too muddy. Change my mind. I can't get out of here, like I'm locked in. Sometimes you've got it too dark, always add a bit of water just to thin it down. There's normally a nice white bit above the horizon, like, you know, it normally stands out, I've noticed. So I'm not that worried about the sky, just put a bit of light blue, and in the picture there's not clouds or anything, so a nice day, like, you know. Made it easy for me. Sometimes when you get these go into the green, sometimes the sky, mix it in a bit or something, sometimes quite effective. Anyway, that'll do for that. Oh. Change my brush again. Sometimes you get a picture, you think, oh, that'd be a nice, easy one to do, but then when you start doing it, oh, it's not so easy as you thought. Been quite a few exhibitions cancelled as well. Down Hall Place. Had one with Bexley Art Group and one with Painters of Virtual Easel, I think that's what it's called. So Virtual Easel. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Painters of Virtual Easel, oh, something like that. Looking forward to both of them. No doubt it'll happen this year. Good luck. It's a nice experience. You just sit down there and chat with the public, like, you know. Yes, I'm keeping the same type of shirt on this lady. On YouTube they've been putting these old photos, like from over 100 years ago, black and white ones, and with the computer they've been turning them into lovely coloured ones, and brilliant. It looks so brilliant, and at the end of it they even make their eyes and mouth move, like, you know. I enjoy looking at that. They brought them to such a good standard. It's not just like adding a bit of colour to an old black and white photo. They brought them to, you know, really believable, like a pristine standard of photography. Really clever. That ain't too bad. These acrylics are good. You can get metallics with them. You get fluorescent paint. This is actually a fluorescent lilac-y sort of, not lilac-y, pinky sort of colour. Forgot the name of it. Nice if you know every single colour you're using, but all the different names, but it doesn't really matter as long as you pick the right colour you want. And most paints, any colour you normally have to mix all the time anyway. I'm trying to think like impressionism, like not get too bogged down in detail. Bloke in my art club used to do some drawings in with like ink, and they was really detailed though, and you know, say it's nice to look at both. His pictures were so detailed, you know, you had to use a magnifying glass to paint them, and when you look at them you think, how on earth someone gets so much detail into a picture? They took him ages to do it, but there was class, you know. Lady used to be in my art club. You know, people saying, "Oh, I don't know what to paint. I'm stuck for an idea." Well, she could find a picture anywhere. She'd go down an alleyway and find a picture. You know. Worth getting some decent brushes, especially when you're trying to do the detail. Like, you know, you want a brush that don't bend up too much, so you can almost use it like a pencil or a pen. Like the way the bit of the shirt pokes out there, like that. Yeah, that's, yeah, quite like that. Bit of a round bit where a hand holds. Oh, that's a mum's hand. I got mixed up there. This little old girl is not getting a look in. Right, here we go. Just a little bit of her face showing. I think everyone who paints must get certain things they like doing, maybe unconsciously, and they keep doing it all the time, because, you know, I found that 5 minutes after starting the painting it starts to look like one of mine straight away. Like, it's like handwriting. It's just something about what you do yourself, you know, comes out. Even if you think, oh, I want to try and paint like someone else, like I want to look like someone else, you find it doesn't normally work. Looking forward to getting started on a lady's face in a minute. I just got to do a bit more to this little girl's shoulders, bring it down. So she's holding on to the boy's hand, but I've changed it a bit because I'm not putting the boy in, just doing the two girls. I just done a few squiggly lines for the top of her trousers. Actually, it's not that. I think it's the bottom of her top actually. Very light line there. You don't want too heavy line there. Right. Nice to look at some of these paintings that are unfinished in the galleries. You see the drawing technique with the brush, like like I've just done there. You know, sometimes it can look interesting. See what they've done before they fill it. You know, got too much into detail and filled it all in. Like some paintings are like that, are unfinished. Like, you know, they're interesting to look at. Sometimes more interesting. I think you can learn a lot about painting from just studying, like going art galleries and looking at it. That's what I found, because at one time I didn't have a clue. Like, you know, I used to just grab hold of a big old paintbrush and hope to try and do a nice painting with it. I didn't have a clue, and then staring at going up the art galleries and standing there looking at the paintings, something just clicked, like, and I found, oh, I can do it now. Something clicked, and I sort of picked up something. Trouble is, in them days I used to go up there with my friends, and they used to like looking at the paintings, but they want to go after a little while. There's me stuck up there, like, hold on, I just want a little bit longer, like, just looking at this one, and they used to get a bit bored, like, you know, because I'll be standing there looking at every little detail and all that. That's an interesting bit of the leg. I'll go into the face in a minute. Can't put it off forever, but I'm just gonna have a little go at that. I like the sock. What I'll do is draw in the shape of it, and then I'll put the colour in afterwards, and sometimes that can give a nice effect. That's the thing, when you get used to doing it, you know, you get like what certain ideas how to do things, like, you know. Which sometimes work, not always. Alright, I'm going to have a go at this lady's face. What's good about this, you can't even see the colour of her eyes, so it doesn't really matter. That's the other thing I'll be missing, apart from the art clubs, is going to the pub and having a sing-song with a karaoke, and meeting a few friends that, you know, down your local pub and all that, having a chat. Very on Friday night. I know you can have a drink indoors, but you know, I found that I haven't been bothering too much. Just at the weekend really I have a few, and not much during the week. Might be different when the hot weather comes in and you get thirsty and you feel nothing better than a nice cold lager. That's the other thing, when you've got a certain colour out you think, oh well, let's add a bit of this and that. Well, I've got the colour on my paintbrush. Sometimes when you do one of these demos, it's not until afterwards you think, oh, why didn't I sort that bit out? That don't look right. Not that worried about getting a likeness with this. I just like lady's face. It's the main thing. It'd be different if I was painting it for her and I was trying to get a likeness then. Yes, nice. Bit of white, got a bit of white going on. Put some in this top. Just going to put hints of white. Nice to keep trying to do things out, you know. Because you can, this sort of thing, you can probably carry on learning forever, like, you know. Bloke used to be in my art club, he don't go there anymore. Gordon Lovell, that was his name. He used to be a master of techniques, like he knew every single technique for everything, like. But he used mainly oils, but yeah, ways of getting different techniques or whatever. With the people who paint with oils, a lot of time they put colours on in preparation for when the colour dries, and then they'll put a glaze on over the top, so that colour they originally put on will show through the glaze, so they get a lovely effect that way. You can do that with oils. You've got to be patient, like, you know, with that one, that type of technique. There's lots of good things you can do with these acrylics as well, like, you know, they're both good to use. What I like about these, if you're quick enough, you can paint a picture in a day or even a couple of hours or so, if you're quick enough, you know, and it would be dry, touch dry after about half hour. You could have it framed in the evening and take it around to, if you're doing it for something, a commission, you know, have it ready for them, like, you know. With the oils, you know, you have to wait a few weeks for them to dry, like, you know. Things like this I find interesting. A pair of old trainers with the tongue sticking out, like, you know, it can make great effects when you're painting, like, you know. My grandson Tyree, he's a good artist. I've seen some of his drawings. I haven't seen many lately, but I hope he carries on doing them because I think he's pretty good, like, you know. Let's try this weird brush. Going back to the trees. Bit of blue. Nothing even come out of the brush then. Trying to break it up. Oh god, that's all I wanted. That's the other thing you can do if you paint on a board, like hardboard or something like that, especially with oils. You can use your painting knife to scratch away. So you, say you put a light green on, then you put a dark green over the top. You can scratch away with your palette knife or painting knife, and the light green will come through. And it look like grass, you know, just by scraping away with a palette knife. Doesn't work so well with acrylic, but it's all different things you can do, like, you know. That seemed to work a bit anyway. Quite happy with that. I don't like to make any real rules. Some people say you got to do this, got to do that, but I don't think so. I do like to get my fingers into the painting. I like the way you can't see the bottom of these girls' shoes because they're in the grass as well. Thought I'd add a bit of blue on there, made it a bit interesting. Oh, looking good, looking good. Actually timing myself this time, and not taking too long actually. Well, I started at 1 and it's now 20 to 2, put it that way, so it ain't been going that long. I'd love to be able to do one of these where you paint a whole picture and then they speed it up so you can watch it. Some of it at a proper speed and others like speed it up. I'd love to be able to do that. I'm not sure how you do it. I'll have to try and look into that. Oh. I think I'll use a little bit of light green on that shadow of the gill's top. Hardly any at all. So I didn't want too much. Just as a shadow really, a little bit of green. Better give an indication of this grass, otherwise you wouldn't just have boots disappear for no reason. I'll slap it on. Let's say any brush you've got, even a toothbrush might come in handy if it gets effect. Sometimes when they're all falling apart and bristles are sprayed, but you can get nice effects with them. There's this artist on YouTube, he's got this brush and it's like that, it's all like bristles sticking up in here, and he uses it for his fine detail, and he gets some lovely effects using it as well. I'm not going to get too carried away and do too much more to this, because it's only a little demo showing how it works, and quite happy with where I'm going, so no, don't really want to mess it up. I will probably completely finish it off for some time, spend a bit, but there again sometimes you think, oh, I don't want to, I'll leave it like that, you know. Sometimes that's the trouble, you can get too much into detail and it loses something sometimes. Right, I was going to put a bit of where hair's blown in the wind. Bit of an indication. Some of this girl on the other side, I had a bit of lemon in that one as well, get a bit more, feel like I need it. Three-quarters of an hour, not too bad. There's sunlight on top of her hair. I think I'll call it a day. Oh, one more thing. Got to put a bit of this colour in here on her trainers. A little bit of colour. Looks empty otherwise. Yeah, that'll do. Hope you enjoyed my painting.